Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's that time again for your weekly Wednesday wellness tip. I'm Dr. Kevin Lewis. Hope you're having a great week. Great news, you're halfway done with the week, almost to another weekend. And next week, for many of you, is going to be a short week since you've got a vacation day right in the middle of it. So 2 work days, a day off, and another 2 work days. That's not bad. So I'm getting ready to go on our family vacation, and one of the things that we've noticed a lot this week, and I want to give you one tip that may save your kids a lot of pain and heartache this summer. One thing we've been seeing an increase in, an influx in, are kids that are getting injured at trampoline parks. So you've seen these places, these indoor trampoline parks. They're a lot of fun. They've got trampolines at all sorts of different angles, so you can jump all over the place and have a great time. And they can be a lot of fun. My own kids have been and have enjoyed it. But we're seeing a lot of injuries come in from there. And interestingly enough, these injuries look a lot like auto accident injuries. When someone's in an auto accident or car crash, they can get a whiplash type injury. They can get injuries to the shoulders, the arms from holding the steering wheel, or even from the knees from the dash. And we're seeing those same kind of injuries from kids who've been at trampoline parks. This week alone, we saw kids who have gotten whiplash type injuries with permanent ligament damage in their neck. But we've also seen kids that have had elbow, shoulder, knees, and hip injuries. There's actually a report out 2 weeks ago of kids that were actually breaking bones, having major surgeries. And there was a family last week here in the upstate region that they had 2 kids in their own family injured at the same time. Now, there's nothing wrong with the trampoline parks themselves. Kids play, kids have a good time, and I believe kids should play and have a good time and do all the things that they want to do within reason. But you need to be able to protect yourself. So there's a couple tips that you need to follow when you go to these trampoline parks. First, know yours and your children's physical limitations. Will they listen to you? Will they stop when you tell them to stop? Are they going to do something that's going to hurt themselves by being reckless? Training your kids to jump and play and have a good time, but in a responsible fashion, will help keep them from getting injuries. 2, does it look too crowded when you go in? Are there so many other kids there that they also could injure your kids? So if the trampoline park is full of a lot of kids, maybe now's not the time to come. Maybe come back later when it's a little bit slower. Number 3, is there enough supervisory staff there to make sure that your kids are being safe and the other kids are being safe? When you look around, are there supervisors at each area of the trampoline park enforcing the rules? And are those people there enforcing the rules, or are they just letting whatever happen? I know it's fun to be wild and crazy and do all sorts of fun stuff, but we also have to make sure that we play responsibly. So when you see that that the trampoline park's following those rules, that it's not overcrowded, that your kids are behaving the way they're supposed to, and the other kids are behaving the way they're supposed to, then chances are you may be able to go in and not have an injury. There's a reason that they have you sign those waivers, because people get hurt, okay? If you do get hurt, it has happened, you do happen to go to the trampoline park and you do get hurt, make sure you go to a physician that is specifically trained to deal with neuromusculoskeletal injuries and can treat your child's injury appropriately. They need to do a thorough examination, make sure there's no fractures, there's no dislocations, make sure that the treatment that they're undergoing will benefit them and get the most effective results for them. And then also make sure when you're with your kids and you're making sure that they get the care that they need, one of the last things some of the most dangerous words that we hear in my profession is, maybe it'll just get better. I always like to operate out of abundance of caution and get them checked out first. Maybe they won't need any treatment and it will just get better, but you'd like to know that on the front end of things instead of waiting weeks later and your child's not getting better. And now we've allowed that problem to linger on for weeks and delayed treatment for weeks, which could slow down the healing process. So we always recommend that after an injury like that you make sure you get checked out right away. And so with this influx of injuries that we've seen from the trampoline parks, I just want you to follow those 3 rules to make sure that you and your children stay healthy while playing this summer and having a good time. Play is important, and we all want to have a good time and have fun, but we want to make sure that, first and foremost, that we don't hurt ourselves while doing that. All right. I'll see you guys here next week. Now, next week's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be on vacation with my family, and we're going to talk about the importance of rest. So you won't see me in my suit. You'll see me more relaxed, okay? And I did get a couple questions. Anytime you have any questions, just post them in the comments below. Be more than happy to answer them. I had a few questions last week I thought I'd answer real quick. First of all, someone asked me, what's this funny looking thing with the feathers over my shoulder? And I'm usually sitting at my desk for some of these videos. I'm a Citadel graduate, as many of you know, and that's the Shako cover that I wore when I was at the Citadel. And above me, if you can see in the case through the reflection, is the sword that I carried, okay? Secondly, someone asked me, you're wearing the same suit every Wednesday. And I do, after reading a book on Steve Jobs, I developed a time-saving measure. So Steve Jobs wore the same clothes, the same types of clothes every day, so he didn't have to waste time and energy thinking what he was going to wear each day. So every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday, the days that I treat patients, I have my same suit for that day. I happen to do these videos on Wednesday, so it looks like I'm wearing the same suit each week. Okay, I thought I'd answer those questions for you. Next week will be a little bit different. We'll go over the importance of rest. I hope you guys have a great finish to your week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys here next week. Bye.